Welcome back guys to another video. Today's video is a bit different as I am going to be teaching you guys how to make easy thumbnails, just like me. Now guys, my thumbnails may not be the best and may not be the most professional, but they're easy to make, take under 20 minutes, and they are kind of decent looking. So I'll teach you guys two methods in this video on how to make thumbnails, and hopefully you guys can make better thumbnails than me. Alright, so method number one is on Canva. Now this method is completely free, but you can also pay for it if you'd like. So what you want to do is go on templates, search up YouTube thumbnail. And Canva already has a blank YouTube thumbnail there for you as a template. So just click on that. And now we can get started. Now I have the paid version of Canva, but you guys can use the free version, obviously. Okay, so first we want to get a picture on here. All right, so now I have a few here. This is me making my Roblox video thumbnail. So now we can get a bunch of pics. Okay, so let's say we want this one, right? So what we want to do is obviously remove the background, which is easy. If you have the paid version, you can click background remover and that's it. But if you don't, you can simply just go here and go on Google and search up free background remover, and it works just as well. Maybe use something like this. It works just as well, completely the same, no difference, just a little bit longer. But let's say you've already done that, you have your blank screen, right? So enlarge it a bit, position it perfectly however you want, and that's it. We have our face. Okay. Now, let's say we want to use a background. Obviously, we need a background, all right? We can use something like this. Or, let's put a subject for the video. Let's put like a Minecraft Let's Play, okay? So what you want to do is just simply go here, search up Minecraft 4K background. Let's say we want to use this, right? Copy the image, paste it in, enlarge it. You can do however you want this. You can twist it around, twist it the other way, go on layers, send it to back. Now we have this. Okay, this already looks pretty decent to me. Okay, now we need to add something else to this because this just looks a bit empty, doesn't it? Now let's say I want to add something a bit more to take care of the emptiness. Okay, I'll go search up like a Minecraft tool item or whatever. So here I have the Minecraft diamond ingot. So what we want to do is just copy the image and paste it in. Okay, what do you guys think? That looks much better, right? But we can make this even better. Copy this, paste it again. Maybe we can add like 3. Them like that. Like position it however you want. And then go into layers, show layers, and then bring the one at the back all the way to the front like this. Would you look at that? We already have a wonderful thumbnail, but we can still make this much better. Okay, now Canva has like these elements that we can use. So just search anything. For example, I want to add shadows, right? So I search shadow. Now a lot of these are premium, but there's also a lot that are not. So you can try to find, like for example, this one. This one's perfect. This one's more than enough. There we go. We just put it there. Already enhanced our thumbnail by a lot. Now what we want to do is make it closer to the ingots. Once again, go back to layers, show layers, bring it all the way below the ingots so it can show that the ingots are in front and the shadow is obviously at the bottom. There we go. Already an amazing thumbnail. Now I'm going to show you guys how to add lighting. Okay, so Canva has apps, all right, and one of these apps that you can use is called LightLab. So let's search up LightLab, search up LightLab comes up. This allows you to add lighting like how you would see in like certain YouTube videos. So now you click the thumbnail, click on whichever form of light you want. I want something like this, right? I'm gonna add effect. So now I can add something here, right? So the light source, let's say, is the ingots, right? Let's add them here because that's where they would be, right? let's get this over here to add more light to our face. Put this here, change it to the color of the ingots, which would be, let's say, this color, right? You can change it however you want. Like, for example, I can make the distance higher or lower. I can change the intensity. I can change the radius. But for now, I want the intensity to be, the distance to be a bit higher, so I can have that like real shine to it, you know? But not too intense. There we go. We added the light source. And I personally think that looks pretty good. Not bad. Not bad for a free, easy to make, under 10-minute thumbnail. Now, we can add other things that Canva does offer. For example, more elements. Like, for example, if you want to add lighting, you can. So let's say light. Search light on the elements. Again, a lot of these are paid, but a lot are also free. Like, for example, this one's a free one. Put it right here. Let's give these a light source. Change it to the color, which is just that. Layer, and then show layer again. Put it behind the ingots. Now, honestly, now that I think about it, maybe the light source is not as good, so I might change it up a bit. So you can do that. Let's go back to Light Lab. There we go. Already an amazing thumbnail. Now we just got to add some text, you know? And in Canva, it's pretty easy. You can also use more apps to warp your text or warp anything specifically that you want. And I'll show you guys how to do that. But simply, if you want to just add regular text, click on text, add text. Let's say diamonds. Okay, now we make it a bit. We change the color. You can change it to the color of the diamonds, obviously. I usually like the outline effect and give it a black outline. Make it a bit bigger. And the font I usually go with is Bangers. It gives it that, you know, shine. Now you can obviously change the gradient, the color. I'll show you guys how to do that. Again, this Canva already has it like in default, so you can change it. Say you want to use this one. We can copy the text, paste it, place it on top, change the opacity, give it the color. And there you go. You have the gradient, just like that. There you go. A gradient text, very simple, very easy. That's it. This is already a finished thumbnail. Now again, it doesn't look perfect, but it's very easy to make. It looks decent, and you know, it's free, okay? Now, of course, again, you can use more apps. For example, the warp brush. We can use the warp brush to, let's say, change our image. For example, let's say I want to make my eyes a bit bigger, you know, like this. Or maybe I want to just like warp my hands, you know, or just like my face in general, make myself look shocked. We can do that, or even shrink. Now I really like this one, so I'm gonna add it in. There we go. Perfect thumbnail for a perfect video. That's it. That's all it takes. And again, if you guys want to change the text, warp the text, there's also another app for that. Let's see. It's right here. Warp text, text warp. We add what we want. Say diamonds. Change the color to the color that we want again. Let's do this. There we go. Now you can do it however you want, you know. Something like that, maybe put it above there. But personally, I like this one, you know. Again, we can also change this even more. For example, give it like the curve effect. Okay, sorry, whoops. I have to do that to both of them if I want it to make it look nice. Give a little bit of a curve. Maybe make it a bit less curve. Okay, this one too. That's effect. And there we go. An easy, simple, under 5-minute thumbnail. Now the next method, we will be using Photoshop, which is paid. And I'll do that in the next video. But the thumbnails would look much better. You can get thumbnails like this or like this. Again, not amazing. Very easy to make though. And they look pretty decent. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video.